speaker is Danica Cobb. She's going to teach us how to get viral. Today, I'm of course going to talk about what? What's the topic that I'm talking about? Social media. Yes. So just a little bit about me. I used to work in the corporate world as a senior project manager for the last 15 years, and I loved it. But I was a corporate lifer, and I never thought I would be an entrepreneur. If you told me 3 years ago that this would be my life, I never would have believed that, because I'm just not a person that does stuff like this, to be honest with you. My heart is beating very strong right now. So you guys give me some grace up here. But I really, thank you. But really, once I realized that what my path needed to be in life and impacting people on social media or whatever the case may be, I really took it serious, and I wanted to be able to impact people like I'm going to do for you guys today. So I want to talk with you a little bit about social media. So I want you to raise your hand if you are using social media today in any capacity. Okay? Now I want you to put your hand down if you only use Facebook for your business. Keep your hands up, first of all, if you're using social media. Put your hand down if you're only using Facebook for your business. Put your hand down if you don't have a TikTok account. Also, I want you to put your hand down if you only post 1 to 5 times per week. Also, if you never post Reels or TikToks with your face in it. Or, last but not least, you pay a person to use your social media or do your social media for you. So good. So I've got some, wait a minute, you put your hands down. So you're down, down, down. Anybody up? So still up. Good job. Okay, good, 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 good. So if, no, this is good. So if you've got your hand up, good, congratulations to you. That means you do understand the power of social media and you are using it to hopefully help you grow your business. But the number one thing I can say here before we even get started is if you are using social media today just as fun to be able to communicate with your family or your friends, and you are not making money from social media, you're doing it all wrong. And that time that you are using to scroll social media and look at your friends and your family and laugh and kiki, you could be using to generate income for yourself in some type of capacity. And I don't care what industry you're in, okay? Whatever your knowledge is, people will pay you for that knowledge. You just have to be confident in what you know so that people will want to invest in what you have, okay? So, again, you're missing out on business if you are not doing what I'm going to tell you today on social media. Now, before you start social media, what do you think the number one thing is you need to do? Anybody have a guess? Consistency. Know your audience.
Know your brand colors.
Know your brand colors. Okay.
Know your
Message. I like that. So for me, the number one step is knowing your why. Why are you on social media in the first place? Why are you doing this? Who are you doing it for? And you have to remember, it can't be about money. If you're on social media because you're like, I want to make this fat paycheck, I want to make $1 million this year, it's really not going to work because social media is hard. It takes consistency. You have to get up and show up every day when you don't want to. And what that means is that you have to reflect back on what your why is so that you can say, okay, I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing this for my husband. I'm doing this for my family. And that's why I'm showing up every day and making this work for me. And it's not overnight. It's not overnight. I've been doing this since 2020. I started with literally a Facebook page with 200 friends on it, didn't have an Instagram, didn't have a TikTok, and now today I have almost 1 million followers across all platforms. And in passive income alone, I probably make $500K a year, just in passive income alone without selling any homes. You guys know I'm a real estate agent, okay? So I want you guys to really take social media seriously in your business. So there's a couple of questions, and these are real estate related, but this can be related to any business that you're in. So why did you start your business? Why? What's the reason behind what you do? Whether you're an esthetician, you're a photographer, you're a real estate agent. What is that reason why you started? And how do you want to help others? What's your real goal? I know it's not just to make money, right? Do you want to make people beautiful? Do you want to help people feel empowered? Do you want to help people buy the first home that they're the first home buyer in their family? Like, what do you want to do? How do you want to help people? And who will be impacted the most by your success? Is it your family? Is it your children? Is it, I don't know, the community? Who is it that you will be impacted? And for me, like for instance, I partner with Habitat for Humanity. If you follow me on social media, you see me putting videos out there, it's because I believe in their mission. of creating affordable housing for everyone. So I want you to really think about what your why is and who you're going to impact, and really stick behind that and go with it. Step number 2, I want you to decide on your niche. And I know everybody says niche down, but this is so important because you want to be the authority in whatever your niche is. So real estate is real estate for me, right? But my main goal is first-time home buyers. I want to impact that first-time home buyer because I know a lot of my own friends and family and neighbors don't even realize that they can buy a home, right? They don't realize their credit score is fine. They don't realize that they don't need a lot saved. So I want to help those type of people. But do I get pro athletes, lawyers, doctors, and other people reaching out to me so I can help them purchase real estate? Yes, I do, right? But that doesn't take away from what my niche is today. So I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions. What type of business venture or type of client interests you the most? And I know this is real estate related, but that's okay. What interests you the most? What type of client? Is it that client that, I don't know, wants the hair, the big hair if you're working a beauty salon? What is it that client wants? Number 2, what does your ideal client look like? I know we all talk about avatar. What's your client avatar? Who are they? What race are they? Where are they from? What's their background? What type of money do they make? What does your avatar look like? And what problem can you solve for your client? If you're a hairdresser, does your client have alopecia? And you want to help your client feel beautiful inside and out. What does your client look like and how do you want to help them? Next, and this is just some examples from real estate, so I'm not going to go into that. But step number 3, I want you to choose your platform. What platform do you want to start using on social media? So what platform do you think you should focus on? This is a question. So for me, the first one is my TikTok, the second one is my Instagram, the third one is Facebook, and the fourth one is YouTube. So which platform do you think you should focus on? Anybody know?
I use LinkedIn. It's my first.
I like LinkedIn. TikTok. Anyone else?
Facebook.
Facebook.
All of them in repurpose? Yeah.
Bam. There you go. So if you said all 4, wait a minute. It kind of didn't show up there. It's supposed to be green, but there's check marks on every one of those. So if you said all 4, you are correct. You do not want to miss out on your clients wherever they are. And there are different clients on LinkedIn, then there are on Instagram, then there are on Facebook, then there are on TikTok. And you never want to put all your eggs in one basket. What's the big controversy right now? TikTok, right? Is TikTok going to be banned?
No.
I don't know. But if it is, and that's your only source of social media, are you screwed? Yes. So you never want to use one platform and focus solely on that because your clients are everywhere. You just have to know how to reach them. I'm going to help you do that. So which platform do you think you should start on? If I talk to a couple of you, you already know what I said. Exactly. So if you said TikTok, you are correct. And the reason why I say that is a couple of things. So it's the fastest growing platform. There are people of all ages on these platforms. I've helped clients all the way down to their teens, all the way up to 70 years old, off of TikTok. No lie. So I want you guys to really take this seriously. All the trends start on TikTok too. So what I mean by that is TikTok is where everything happens. So if you record a video on Instagram and try to push it to TikTok, it's going to be old, like 20, 30, 40 days old, and it's not going to do very well. So you want to take your TikTok material and then repurpose that to all the other platforms. And the other thing is it allows you to grow your other platforms. So what I mean by that is when you have a video that's going viral, say for instance 10,000 or so, you want to have your next video say, hey guys, I had a lot of people ask me questions on my last video, so I did a YouTube explaining the whole thing. I want you guys to go over there and check it out, put some comments in the comment section and let me know what you think. Boom. Now you've migrated your followers to the other platform. Same thing for Instagram if you want to focus on that. But you definitely want to use this to your advantage, help yourself grow very quickly, which is what I did. And for me, in less than 6 months, I had 300,000 followers on this account right here. Just by being my authentic self. You guys listen to what I said yesterday. Authenticity is so important when you're trying to do this on social media. Step number 4, I want you to optimize your profiles. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do this today. And I want you to implement this into your business. So profile photo is so important. This should be an actual photo of you. It should not be your logo, your dog. I don't know, whatever else. It should not be anything but you. It should be the same across all platforms, and it should show your personality. As someone mentioned about having professional photos done, please do. But they don't have to be the boring business. I'm sitting here like this, my face is straight, and it doesn't have to be that way. I want you guys to really have fun with this. If you see two of my students here, they've exactly taken my advice, and they've had fun with their account, and they do very well on social media with their business. So I want you guys to really think about that. Make sure Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you're using, has the same photo, because people are going to look for you everywhere. Next, your bio. It should answer 3 questions. Okay, if you have a sentence bio, stop that today. Because people want something that's going to grab their attention, and they want you to get straight to the point. Okay, so it should answer these 3 questions. What is your specialty? And I don't care what business you're in. What is your specialty? Who is your target client? And what's your slogan, or how do you help your client? These are the 3 things you should answer. So for instance, my specialty is I'm a real estate agent in the state of Florida, expert real estate agent. My target audience are first-time home buyers, professional athletes, whatever I want to say. And my slogan is, I serve the underserved community, is what I do. And you want to have emojis. So if you notice my students over here, they've done a really good job of really capturing the audience's attention. The eye is automatically drawn to the emojis and things that they have on their page. So you want to make sure you kind of take this approach as well when you're doing your social media profile. Next, your link in bio. I have a QR code you can scan right here. I use Beacon as my link in bio of choice. And the reason why I use this is, number one, because when people click a link tree or other types of links in bios, it automatically tells them you may be being sent to a scam site. Do you want to continue? Automatically builds distrust with your audience. So that's why I don't recommend those. Beacon doesn't do that. Okay. The other thing you want to make sure is it's not a website. Yeah, we all have beautiful websites. So do I. Okay. But you don't want to use that on your page because it's confusing for people. And if you have multiple things that you're selling in your business, you have to be able to tell them in every video a call to action to say, hey, click the first link in my bio to get started. Click the 4th link in my bio to get started. And if you have a website, you can't tell them how to do that. So you want to make sure that you have your link in bio and it's clear and concise what each of your links stands for. And in every one of your videos, it should tell them which link to click. How many of you guys have a Beacon or Linktree or something like that today? How many people are using a website today as their link in bio? Okay, so I want you guys to really think about this and make sure that you're updating it to a Beacon. There is a free version of this. If you want to upgrade to the paid version, this QR code will give you $20 off of that. It's like $7 a month anyway. But I recommend doing this versus your website. Now, your Beacon can point to pages on your website, just to be clear. But you don't want to have that as your starting point when people find you. Next thing, I want you to find content ideas. This is probably one of the hardest things for everybody in the industry is like, what can I do to find content ideas? So I want you, and again, this is real estate related, so all my real estate professionals, I want you to join home buyer groups. But I don't care what you do in business. You join the groups where your ideal client is. Okay? That's what I want you to do. And I want you to search for questions that are being asked in those groups. Then you're going to use those questions to create content. Okay? The next thing, I want you to post a question on your personal Facebook. This is for real estate agents specifically, but I want you to ask, what do you wish you knew when you bought your first home? Okay? This goes for any industry. What do you wish you knew when you got your eyebrows waxed for the first time? Right? Hurt like hell. Okay? What do you wish you knew when you got your first business photographs done? Right? Nobody told you that if you wear all these abstract colors, it doesn't turn out well on photos, right? Nobody told you not to wear red and green because it doesn't go well the rest of the year, right? Seriously, these are the things that people want to know. So I want you to take this question and ask it on your personal Facebook, depending on what your industry is, and just twist it for your industry. Next thing, I want you to find your favorite creators. So I want you to find 3 creators that you admire. So if you want to admire me, thank you very much. It's at @MarriedRealtors_Florida on Instagram is my Instagram account. But find 3 creators that you love. I want you to take inspiration from their content. I mean, really look at what they're doing. Study it. What's working well? What's not working well? How is their lighting in their videos, right? I want you to look at everything. And I want you to check the comments in their viral videos for content ideas. 9 times out of 10, they've got a bunch of viral videos, and you can just check it. Everybody's asking a ton of questions. Somebody like me, I can't get to every question, right? So then you can take that and use that as content for yourself. I also want you to use Answer the Public. This can be used in any industry, any industry. Go to answerthepublic.com and put in any phrase that's specific to what you do. So for instance, I put in here down payment assistance. So there's a bunch of questions about what's being asked on the internet about down payment assistance. Now I can take this and go over to my social media and make some content out of it, okay? So I don't care what industry you're in. Now I want you to find trending sounds. This is step number 6 to being great on social media. So I want you to start with TikTok. I said this already. TikTok. Who all is going to get a TikTok account today? If you don't already. Who all has TikTok? Fantastic. You guys, I love you guys. Okay, so I want you to do some organic research. My husband hates me for this, but what I can tell you is that I scroll TikTok at night in my bed and I'm just like, let me see what's trending. How many times am I seeing this same video? And I'll save that sound and get ready to do that video in the morning, right? And I want you to search for trending sounds on TikTok. Anything under 10,000 is going to do great, okay? So if you notice right over above this TikTok video that I have over here, there's a little thing that says like 210 posts, I think somewhere in there. That's a good video idea for someone that's, for instance, in real estate. So again, check all of this before you just decide to go out there and make some videos. But at the end of the day, it's really about you being your authentic self. Now, I want you to start posting content. So here's my thoughts on content. You do not need a hair and makeup team. I promise you guys, I wear a bonnet on my hair and I wake up in the mornings, this is how it looks. I promise you. Also, you do not need fancy equipment. You don't need a ring light. You don't need these stands and all this whatever. You don't need any of that stuff, and you don't need any editing skills. Literally, everything you see on social media, I've done inside of the TikTok app with my phone, natural light, and the TikTok app. Okay, when I say natural light, I mean always facing a window. So any video you see of me, I'm always facing a window or I'm outside. I feel like ring lights don't do a good job of bringing out your natural, okay? So how about we just do this and try to be as authentic as possible without trying to be as extra as possible, okay? Yeah. So if you're feeling fancy though, okay, over the last couple of years I have gotten a couple of pieces of equipment that I feel like work very well. So if you want any of that equipment, you can scan that QR code. Just a couple of things that I use now that I have a YouTube studio and stuff like that. All right. So I want you to not overthink it. If you've recorded your video more than 3 times, please put your phone down, go get some coffee, go get some soda. And I know it's hard, right? Because you're like, oh my God, my hair was messed up. Oh my God, my lipstick, my eyes. I stumbled over my words. What am I doing, right? But do you get a second chance in person? No. Exactly. So what are we doing? Why are we making it so hard on social media? Why would you miss out on $100,000 this year because you stumbled over a word? We're trying too hard to perfect this thing. You guys got to cut that out. I want you to really relax, take a deep breath. I want you to be yourself and avoid being critical of yourself. Again, we are perfectly imperfect, okay? And I am fine with that. And if they don't like it, guess what? Because you're going to find your tribe. If they don't like it, that's okay. You're going to find your tribe. Allow them to find you by being your authentic self. The worst thing you can do is try to pretend on social media, right? And now when someone meets you in person to get their hair done, to get their nails done, to get their photos done, and you're not the same person, guess what they're going to say? Oh, God, I don't want to see her again because it wasn't what I thought. Okay, I really want you to be your authentic self. The next thing, again, you don't get a second chance in person. When you meet someone, you can't say, hold on, wait a minute, client, I just made a mistake in what I said. Hold on, wait a minute, client, my makeup isn't on today. Can you give me a second chance? You can't do that, right? So just take it as You are meeting your client for the first time, and that's what you're doing on social media. And at the end of the day, you're the expert. Okay? I don't care what your business is. You are the expert. You've been trained. You've trained yourself. You've taken courses. You've gone to college. I don't care what it is, but you are the expert, and people will believe in you if you believe in yourself. Also, don't get too complex. Basic information works. If you're trying to educate someone on whatever it is, basic information works. So for me in real estate, if I tell people what earnest money deposit or EMD means, they're like, dang, I did not even know that, right? So I want you guys to understand that we are licensed professionals. We are business owners for a reason. And the things that you feel are minute and minuscule, people will find a lot of value in that. I want you to put yourself in your audience's shoes and make the type of content you enjoy. When you're on social media, what is it about the video that makes you scroll? Right? Or what is it about the video that makes you stay there and watch the video? I want you to think about all of these things when you're trying to create social media content, because if you're creating something that you would scroll by, what do you think other people are going to do? And again, you are the what? Expert. Great. Okay. So your video should have 3 components. How many minutes do I have? Am I still good on time? Oh, I got to hurry up. Okay. Your video should have 3 components, okay? It should have a great hook. You have less than 3 seconds to capture your audience's attention. If you are not capturing their attention in this first 3 seconds, you can forget it, okay? And it's going to be everything on the same video, the same thing. They're just going to scroll. And you're going to wonder why you're not getting anybody following you or reaching out to you for business. It's because you didn't captivate their attention. I also want you to call out your audience's pain. What is it that your audience is struggling with that you can help them with? So in real estate, if they're a first-time home buyer, is it credit issues? Is it savings issues? What are you helping them with, and what's their pain? And I want you to have a call to action in every video. Every video in the caption should say, click the first link in my bio to get started. Click the second link in my bio to get started. I don't care what it is, but you should have something there, because too much confusion or trying to figure out what you're asking them to do leads to inaction. And you have to be clear about what you want your audience to do when they engage in your content. Always do these 4 things. Always give value. Yeah, it's fun to do the trending sounds and dance and twerk and whatever else on camera, okay? But we want to keep it professional, and we always want to give value. We want to post 3 to 5 times a day. Well, you should be taking the content from one social media and posting that same content everywhere. Okay, so it's still 3 to 5 videos every day. And I know this sounds like, oh my God. But imagine if you could stop all of your other lead generation practices and focus on this. I can guarantee you're going to save time, right? But you're also going to get a lot more business and reach a lot more clients or potential clients faster. Okay? It's totally different than going into your local restaurant or your local Lowe's and trying to figure out how to get your next hair client, right? Totally different. And I want you to engage your audience. If they are engaging with you, please like their comment back and things like that. Please respond back to their questions, because this is how people are going to really take you seriously and want to engage with you and your business. And there are other different types of content, so duets, stitches, talking, trending sounds. I want you to really look at it all and try all of it to see what's going to work, because your target audience is not my target audience. My tribe is not your tribe. So even if you see content on my page and you're like, oh, I'm going to recreate that, it's possible it may not do as well on your platform. So I want you to be yourself and do what resonates with you. Again, you do not need to be well known. You do not need to be a seasoned person in your industry. You do not need to have a ton of reviews, be tech savvy, or any of this stuff. You just need to be confident in yourself and really take social media seriously. The more you're confident, the more people are going to see confidence in you. And for me, when I started on social media, I hadn't closed one transaction. I had no idea what I was doing in real estate, but people believed that I was the expert because of the positioning I had done and the way that I carried myself on social media as if I knew what I was talking about. But then when I got that first phone call and they were like, yeah, can you tell me more about that? I'm like, yeah, sure. Hang on 1 second, right? And sometimes you have to do that until you really realize, now I can run circles around anybody in real estate about any question about anything, right? Because that's what I've trained myself to do. but you have to get yourself there, and that's okay. And now that you've got the basics, just want to ask you guys one question. How confident are you that you're going to start using social media for real and really take advantage of this in your business? Okay, all right. Other than that, please connect with me, guys. I had fun. This was amazing. Hopefully you guys learned a lot. Did you learn something here today? Okay, so connect with me. This is my Instagram, and you guys can find me on there and take some inspiration from me, and hopefully connect with me. I get a ton of DMs there, but I promise I'll get to you. But other than that, thank you guys so much.